Speak to me. Hello, pretty people. Yes, on Instagram. Hello, gorgeous. Thank you for joining me. Julie is in the building. Yes, hello. It's a money making Monday, marvelous Monday, whatever you want to call it. But it's time for you to get into motion. Let's talk about, letting your customers sell to themselves. So if you want some motivation, this is the page for you. Inspiration, this is the page for you. And business tips, this is the page for you. And so if you're joining me for the very first time, make sure you put newbie in the comments below. Say, Jerusha, I am a newbie to you. You are just now hearing the sound of my voice. Make sure you say newbie. Amanda's in the building. Georgie is in the building. Inspire, Magic, Sky, I see you in the building. Thank you for joining me. Yes, make sure you say hello. All the pretty people actually comment and say, hi, Jerusha, and I speak back. So I want to make sure that I acknowledge you as well. Alfred is in the building. Shanice is in the building. Oh, newbie. Yes, Juice says she is a newbie. I love it. An error occurred. Wait a moment and try again. I'm not sure what that means. I am on my Facebook page as well, so I'm not sure. I'm streaming through StreamYard. Yes. And of course, on Instagram and TikTok. Hello, pretty people. She said, hello, pretty people. Yes, I love it too. This is the day, right, for you to get into motion. It's all about resetting your mind. It's all about reprogramming yourself. It's all about you focusing on the main thing, keeping the main thing the main thing. So if you're joining me for the very first time, make sure you put newbie. Hello, gorgeous. I see you. I appreciate you. And so let's talk about how you can, speak with your customers and give them value that they sell themselves on your product. How many of you would like to say, you know what, I don't have to really sell. I just give value and then they want to purchase because they see the value. Hello, gorgeous. Miss Monica's in the building. And I think what would probably help you, that has helped me, is talking in value and talking in benefits. So you better write this down. So if you know someone that might need to hear this information, you got a girlfriend, she has a business. I don't care if you sell lotions, potions, pots, pans, lashes, it doesn't matter, hair, whatever it is, make sure you tag her because she wants to get more customers. You want to get more customers, yes or yes. But you don't want to feel pushy. You don't want to feel like a salesperson, right? And we'll talk about what that means. And so you want your customers to sell themselves on your product, sell themselves on your service, sell themselves on your opportunity because you've posted with value. You've given value. So let's talk about it. Let me just tell you, if you're joining me, I'm Jerusha Wiggins. Yes, I am motivational speaker, radio personality, and business coach in the direct sales business. And I help women start a business in my organization or build their current businesses online and offline. So I create what I call double threats. So if you want to be a double threat, hashtag double threat, hashtag double threat in the comments, say double threat. And what that means is I know how to communicate, whether I'm face to face at a coffee shop, meeting, whatever, or if I'm online, I know how to talk in Messenger. And so you want to be able to do both, no matter what happens with the economy. It doesn't matter what happened to social media. You know how to build relationships. Okay. And so hashtag double threats, because the more people that you are, in front of, the better your opportunity to build an empire. And so it's so much room at the top. It's the bottom that's overcrowded. So let's talk about it. Let me just tell you a couple of things. Yes, a pretty person right here on Facebook and my Facebook business page and my group, they always help me out. And you make sure you put the notes in the comments because those that watch the replay put replay below so they can see the notes. Successful people have two things in common. Write this down. Persistent and failure. Write that down. Persistence and failure. Failure is not a person, okay? I don't know why people think it's a person. Failure is an event or a series of actions that you can get over. So it's not you. You're not a failure, okay? Failure is an event or a series. And so you can get over failure. First of all, you got to embrace the fear. You got to embrace failure. And so many people, you have a business or you want a business and you're so afraid of rejection. Listen, that's a part of the game. Everybody's not going to be interested in your thing. Everybody's not interested in being a teacher. Everybody's not interested in being a nurse. Everybody's not interested in being a librarian, right? So it's not personal. It's personal preference. Write that down. It's personal preference. So I don't know why you feel obligated to have emotions connected to that. There should be no emotions connected to someone's answer. Not at all. Because they don't want to be a nurse. They don't want to be a whatever. They don't want your thing. So to build a customer base, you have to reach out and be persistent. Persistent isn't pushy. And so I hear too many people, actually in my 3-day ride, I have a course that's called the 3-day ride, and I only offer it a few times out of the year. But in my course, one of the participants said, I don't want to, feel like I'm being pushy. And so I asked her, well, what does that mean? Why is it that you're saying you don't want to feel pushy and you haven't even asked the question yet? So you haven't even started reaching out. You haven't started asking, right, for the sale or giving value, but you feel like you're being pushy and you haven't done anything. And so that's you projecting that energy out. So whatever you put out, you're going to get back. And so you want to make sure you change the way you think. If you're giving somebody value, you want to share. If you're helping somebody, you want to share. So now it doesn't seem like you're really selling, because I go to nice restaurants, me and my husband, and we like to try different things. I live in Atlanta, so we have tons of choices. And so when I choose a place, right, I can recommend that place. When I'm on my live, I can say, oh my gosh, have you tried so-and-so? It was great. So I don't feel like I'm selling you on it, although I am selling. I'm just telling you my experience. I'm just telling you what, the ambiance was. I'm telling you, what the environment was. I'm telling you how good the food is. I'm sharing with you. Now, if you choose to go visit that restaurant, great. They get more customers and they win. But all I did was share what I know for sure. And so you want to make sure that your product is supposed to be good, right? You believe in your product. Share it, right? You're not being pushy. You're sharing it. I said, to her, persistent and persistence requires you to be educated, to be sincere, to be polite. You're going to be, adding unlimited value to your customer when you're persistent. Okay. So when you're educating a customer, they will talk themselves into purchasing your product, because all you got to do is educate. And so I'll give you an example. So your job, write this down. Your job, number one job that you have as an entrepreneur, first of all, to love people, right? Respect people. I don't have to say the generics, right? So your job is to give value about your product. This is what I don't see a lot of on social media. I see a lot of purchase my product, but I don't see people giving a lot of value about your product. So why do I need I'm not in essential oils, but why do I need your essential oils? So if you're telling me your essential oils will help me sleep better. Say I had a sleep problem and you're saying this may, now I'm not making claims, I'm not in that business. This may help you sleep better. That's a value if I have a sleep problem, right? So the question becomes, how bad do I want to sleep? So if you're saying this essential oil could potentially help me sleep longer, better, not wake up overnight, okay, that sounds like something I might need. So you've educated me on the value of your essential oil. So the question is, how bad do I want it? So it doesn't matter about the price. It doesn't matter how much it costs. How bad do I want to sleep? Okay, so now I'm interested in purchasing your essential oil because I want to go to sleep. Does this make sense? Okay, so now I see the value in the essential oil, and you don't really have to sell me on it. You just told me it's going to allow me to sleep 8 to 10 hours. I'm going to sleep like a baby. I'm not going to wake up overnight, or whatever your thing does. So I'm solving a problem as an entrepreneur. We're in the business of solving problems. And so if you've heard me before, I'm big on educate. No one's interested in your thing until they're educated. So I can't be interested yet. I don't know what it does. I don't know. You're telling me a name, but what does that mean to me? Nothing. I just need to know, what is it going to do for me? So let your customers sell themselves. Don't preach. Don't beg. Don't tell people what to do. Don't do any of that. It's not necessary. Okay. So let's write this down. Key. You ask questions. This is what I've become very good at, is asking questions. And so you want to ask questions to steer the conversation until the customer realizes the value for themselves and they need your product, your service. They don't care how much it costs. Because if you're in need of a car, you go to the car lot, you're in a need, right? And so they're telling you all the bells and the whistles of what the car is going to do and how fast the car is and how much gas you're going to save on this car. And they're selling you on the value of this car. Now, you already know you need it. But once they start breaking down the value of what you're getting, you're going to purchase what? The car. And so now it doesn't feel like the person is having to sell you on it because all they did was educate you. And see, when people are educated, they make informed decisions. And so I've been fortunate enough. I'm in a company where I've earned a new car, every 2 years for well over a decade. So I'm excited. I don't have to worry about, car payments and insurance because I've earned that. And so I'm grateful that I've just been driving, earned cars. And so if you are in that situation, you're sold on the value. Yes or yes. So I'll give you another example. If you're in legal services or financial services, an example of a good question, right, would be if you had this legal service at your fingertips, would you be more comfortable going to sleep every night knowing if something happened, you have this service in place? So you would ask the person, if you're trying to sell them on why they need legal services, you need to ask them. If you had this legal service at your fingertips, right? Would you be more comfortable sleeping overnight knowing if something happened, you have the service in place, knowing that you have your financial portfolio in place for your family, for your children? And so a lot of times most people are like, yeah, that makes sense. I'll probably sleep better at night knowing I have my finances in order in case something happened, or knowing I had legal services available just like that. If my son got in, trouble or an accident, knowing that that's available gives you comfort. That's why people have insurance, right? Just in case something happens. So if your house burns down, you have insurance. If your house floods, you have insurance. And so you're not worried. You're like, well, I got insurance, right? And so you just got to make sure you're educating people on why they need it. Does this make sense? So if a customer has tried your product before, oh, thank you. Somebody say, thank you, Jerusha. That makes sense. Okay, good. So if that makes sense and that's helpful to you, make sure you put helpful, #helpful if that's helpful. If you know you're getting value already, you're like, man, I didn't even know how to ask the right questions. Make sure you tag and share, because when you share, oh my goodness, it does my heart well. I just feel like you and I are besties, like we just became best friends. Because when I share like this and you share, that's how we change the world. Knowledge is the new rich. And so if you have a product that your customer has to try, right? So you have a product, so you're into natural products, and you tell your customer, try this product. She tries the product. Now you obviously want the sale, right? Now, I do believe most people don't ask for the sale. I'm all about the asking, okay? I'm all about asking for what I want. You don't ask, you don't get, okay? You got an ASK to GET. I'm going to say it again. You got an ASK to GET. You got to ask to get. So you got to make sure that you're asking for the sale, not just promoting product, but you're not asking for the sale. So if a customer tries your product, and what you probably want to ask is, tell me what you loved about this natural products you've tried today. And so you want to say, they tried it. Tell me what you love about this natural product today. And she's going to say, I love the way it smells. Oh my God, I just love the packaging. I love that there are no dyes and there's no phthalates and, dyes or whatever. And it's high quality ingredients. It doesn't have all this junk in the products. And so she's going to tell you why she liked it. Your job is to listen. See, I'm going to tell you, the biggest entrepreneurs, they listen. They don't talk too much. See, so many people you're trying to convince and influence, and you're talking too much. You're talking, zip it. You're listening. You're becoming a great listener. She's telling you why she loves this product. Why? And so you want to be able to say, well, why is that important to you? And she's going to be able to say, oh, I live an eco-friendly lifestyle. I do all natural everything. She's going to be bragging about her lifestyle and why she loves natural products. And so you get to say, so did you want to take 2 or 3 of these natural products home with you today? Because she's already talked herself into purchasing the product. You just told me you love the packaging. You just told me that you love the fact that it's high quality ingredients. You just told me you live an eco-friendly lifestyle. So how many did you want to take home? 2 or 3? Bam! So now she can't really say, well, I don't know if it works, or I don't know. Well, you just told me all the reasons why you need it. You didn't talk yourself into getting it. And so does this make sense? Are you feeling me today? Say, Jerocha, I'm feeling it. Say, helpful. Okay. If it's the opportunity, today I was most, she said, what about the opportunity? I was more focused on the product today, but the same thing applies to your opportunity. If it's the opportunity and they've heard what is financially possible for them, you just tell me, you could ask the person, well, tell me, what would you do with extra money if you got started? So if you did offer your opportunity, they heard your presentation, your marketing, your whatever you have, your Zoom link, whatever, about your opportunity, once they hear it, and most people you ask, what do you want to change or anything, they're going to say money. They want money. At the end of the day, that's why people start side hustles to make more money. So you can ask, if you had more money or extra money, right? Or tell me, what would you do with that extra money if you got started? Let that person tell you. Guess what they're telling you? What's important to them. And so the moment they start telling you, listen, I tell my sons this all the time, listen. You're going to be listening. Okay. Why is that important to you to make extra money? And why is that important to you to make an extra $500? What would that do for you if you made that extra $100 or $500 if you got started? She's going to start telling you, oh my gosh, my son will be able to go to, baseball camp. Oh, my daughter will be able to be in ballet, or, I will be able to help my parents out more. She's going to start telling you all the reasons why she needs that extra money and why that's important to her. Okay. Now you get to say, well, sounds like to me you're ready to get started because I can help you make extra money. She's already said why she needs to do it. You didn't have to convince her. You didn't. So I just believe that if you become the person of giving value and asking the right question, they talk themselves into purchasing from you. And so what do they desire? Write this down. What do they desire? What's their why? So what are their plans? What's their pain points? And how can you help them? What's the pain point? She just told me the pain points, that she wants to sleep longer, that she has sleeping problems. Boom, I got the pain point. Boom, you just told me. Or she wants to, let her son go to baseball camp. Bam, I can solve that problem because I can help you make extra money so he can go to baseball camp. So you just got to listen. So your words and terms, that you use must appeal to the other person. So you're always thinking about other people. I'm always thinking about my people. You're my people. What is my people wanting? And I'm giving and I'm serving and I'm sharing and I'm giving value. Because guess what? They're going to come to you because they need it. They want it. And you didn't have to feel like a sleazy salesperson. Even though we all are in sales, I think you should embrace sales because, that's the only way to be an entrepreneur is to sell. So when I meet people who say, well, I don't really want to sell. So I'm like, so you really don't want to be an entrepreneur? Because all entrepreneurs sell something, a service, opportunity, product. Every single entrepreneur sells something. So if you don't want to sell, you don't want to be an entrepreneur. And that's okay. That's okay. But you just have to admit that so that you have to say it. So if I showed you, if you're in weight loss, right? And you want to talk to somebody about your supplement or shake or whatever, tea, it doesn't matter, whatever it is. If you tell the person you want to ask the person, you know what, if I show you how my friend Tammy lost 8 pounds in 5 days, would you be open to more detailed information? Yes or yes. So sounds good. Tammy lost 8 pounds in 5 days. I need to lose weight or whatever. Why not get educated? So you provided her like a testimony of somebody that used your product, but you're also saying, you know what, let me get you educated. Is that something you want to do? So obviously, yes. So when they start getting educated about it, they're going to make a decision, guys, that's best for them. So you don't have to feel a certain kind of way. All you're doing is providing information, providing value. That's what I do even in this live. I'm just providing value. That's it. So if you provide value, people listen, people take note, they remember, they come back and say, now, what was that you were speaking about? Okay, they come back. What was that product? What was that opportunity? So ask yourself, what's in it for the customer? Write this down. Pretty person is writing this down on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook. I love you. I love you. I love you. Okay. Ask yourself, what's in it for the customer? Okay. Everything you say must be beneficial for the customer. Everything, everything, everything. So do you see the benefits of talking, where they see the value? You see the benefits of always starting conversations with them in mind. You see the benefit. You see the benefit, right? Same thing with your products. Talk about benefits, benefits, benefits. And so if you notice, I do this all the time. It's just a habit at this point. One of the sales technique is always expect the answer to be yes, right? So you're expecting a yes, but you're not tied to the results. So I'm expecting you say, yes, let's move forward. Or yes, I'll take 2 or 3 of those, or whatever it is. And so I'm always shaking my head in a yes motion because my expectation is, of course you want it. You just told me why you need it. You just told me why you need extra money. You just told me why you need to sleep. You just told me why you need, to lose weight, whatever it is. And so you want to make sure, treat the customer as if you are the customer. Treat your customers like you would be treated. I know we already know that, but we don't do that. So even if they're wrong, right? It's okay. Just don't tell them they're wrong. You just hold it inside, okay? Because you're not going to be arguing back and forth with the customer. Let her do that. Let her be right. Okay, you be right, I be rich. You be right, I be rich. I'm not concerned about who gets the last word. It's okay. Let the customer be right. You be rich. Okay. And so measure your life by the value you have added. And so I try to add value to other people every day, as well as obviously myself. And so I'm not about average. Raise your hand. Are you about this average life? Say nope. Nope. Put in the comments. Nope. Nope. I am not about this average life. Life is growth. Okay, you're going to grow, you're going to learn, you're going to change when you decide. Success comes with a work attitude and a work uniform. So if we stop growing, we are as good as dead. You are now a part of the walking dead. If you stop growing, if you stop learning, if you stop moving, you are a part. What's this show? Walking Dead. Your body is here, but you gone. Your mind is gone. Isn't this a song? It's an old song, right? My dad used to play old secular music, and I think it was a song. What's the song? Oh, your body is here with me, but your mind is on the other side of town. Now, I know it might be a different, thing, but that's the point, is you're physically here, but you're not utilizing your mind. You're not present in the moment. You're not choosing to learn how to upsell. You're not choosing to learn how to ask the right questions. You got to make a choice. You can't just exist. Most people are just existing. And I know Les Brown said the richest place is the graveyard, because that's where dreams die. That's where, everything dies in the ground if you don't make it come to life. And so let your customers sell themselves on your product. Okay. You give so much value, they want it. Success is a game, baby. Every day I'm hustling. Success is a game. The more times you play, the more times you win. The more times you win, the more successfully you play. So if you stop playing, you stop engaging, you stop marketing, you stop branding, you stop asking, right? You're not in the game of life. It's over. Game over. My game is not over because I woke up this morning. I'm still playing. If you are still playing this game of life, hashtag playing the game. Hashtag still in the game. Every day I wake up, I'm like, I'm still in the game. I am still in the game. And so you got to know, she said, say it again. Okay, success is a game. I'll say it again. The more times you play, right, the more times you win. The more times you win, the more successfully you play. So that means you're learning each time. I'm getting better. I'm getting better. I'm getting better and better and better. And that's where success is, on the other side of your comfort zone. So right now, if you're like, I'm okay. Okay, Houston, we have a problem. That means you're not growing. And we are in growing season, baby. This is you got to know what you're made of. Love this. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. And let me tell you, every single person you encounter, think about, right? Think about what is it that they need. I know you might need $1. I know you need that sale. I know it's almost the end of the month and you're like, oh, I know. I've been there. I know. But listen, release that energy, right? Release that energy of me, need, and say, okay, how can I help this person? How can think of all the things that your product does for somebody? Write it down. Think of all the things your service does for someone. Write it down. Think of all the things your opportunity could do for someone, and talk about that. It's not enough for you to just show me your water. Okay, every day I look online, you just got this water and a website. That doesn't help me. What does this water do for me? What is the water doing? Okay, so if I talk in value about this water, right? How good this water is, not that it's just good, but what it's going to do for my skin. You know, that's what, all you got to do is drink water and your skin is going to be better. So water is going to, obviously you're going to live longer. Your kidneys are going to be flushed. Every time you're talking, I'm giving you the value of the water for your body, your health. I'm giving you the value for that. And so now if I said, if I speak to LaShonda Brown, hi, LaShonda Brown, and I'm like, yes, how many did you want? 2 or 3? Because I know you expressed interest on, hydrating your skin. It's easy for me to say it now. Because if I just said, the value, and I know that's something that you need or you're open to, it's easy for me to ask for the sale. Yes or yes. Okay, perfect. So I just love you guys too. She said, love this growing season. Yes, this is your growing season. This is the season to know what you're made of. So yes, tell me you're playing this game of life every day. Every day. Hashtag playing this game. You are playing this game called life. Every day you wake up, you have an opportunity to go at it again. Every single day. Oh, she said, thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. So if you like this, oh my goodness, I'm live every Tuesday, 1:30 on my business page. So if you're on TikTok, you're on Instagram, if you're on my main profile, head over to my business page. It's my name. And so I'm live definitely every Tuesday, 1:30. I share actionable business tips, tools, apps, automation, scripts, courses like this, how to talk with your customers in a way they want to purchase your products. And so if you love this, make sure you follow and you share. Yes, if you follow, do see first. If you're on Facebook, that way when I go live, you get a notification. You don't want to miss it. And if you click the link in my bio on a weekly basis, you'll receive, yes, an email from me with all of this trainings, free PDFs. You can download them as well. And so if you want this, you're like, oh, I want this on a weekly basis. I don't want to miss it. Click the link in the bio and go ahead and register so that you can have that. I'm so excited for you guys. We're doing this thing. We're playing. I'm playing to win. Every day I'm playing to win. I appreciate you. I'm just thankful that grace and mercy follow me. I'm Jerusha Wiggins, and I see you on the page. Thank you, Miss Charlotte is in the building. Hey, Pamela. Hey. Hello, Letitia is in the building. Sherry's in the building. Let me know that you are in the building so I can acknowledge you. I'm all about showing love to you because you could have chose to scroll, but you stopped the scroll, and I appreciate you. Have a great day. She said, thank you. You're welcome.